week's episode is brought to you by Support the Mountains Herbal Parasite Cleanse. This formula targets the small and large intestinal tracts and larvae, the most broad-spectrum formula available today. 100% organic, formulated by Dr. Mikio Sanki, author of the Esoteric Acupuncture series. For 10% off your first bottle, visit shopyogahub.com and use the coupon code CLEANSE at checkout. Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I'm Christina Suzuma, your host for this program. Today, the title of the program is The Stages of Release. And with us is the beautiful Anatara.
Greetings. Nice to see you.
Hello, Anatara. Ooh, stages of release. Wee!
Well, that's what it should be like. We should be enjoying the release of whatever it is we decide to release.
Could we be so lucky all the time to feel like it's such a joy?
Well, we actually can be, and that's exactly what I show friends, family, clients, students how to do. Be in a state of release and know that you are always releasing something. There's always something moving. We don't even have to. What if we didn't even have to release things, but we could instead just always be flowing? Now, constant release, constant movement. But I'll get back to the beginning of this first. So, the stages of release, we are constantly seeing so many different words and using so many different words to describe the stages that we wander through as we release old stories, old patterns, and old emotions, even current patterns, stories, and emotions.
Yes.
And we come across so many experts or our friends who share so many methods that seem to be available to take us through stages of release and into some sort of clarity. These things help us to expand into a freedom of self and being. That's what we're looking for, a freedom of self and being. Every format out there does work for someone, but will it work for you? That's really the question. So we can start to ask ourselves, do I need this particular format or system or idea that I'm seeing someone present to me with great authority and even affection for, but is that the right one for me? So what I'm here to describe is that each and every one of you is your own expert about yourself. Nobody knows you better than you. Your mother knew you pretty well at one time. Maybe your partner knows certain things about you. But what you know about yourself and what I will call supreme consciousness shares with you about yourself is different than any of those things. And that's what we're looking for. Okay? You're looking for your own internal guidance system, which will show you and demonstrate to you and help you learn how to release. So, release. What is release? Anyway. We release an old thought, and we think, well, that thought's been around here for a long time, and it's been making me believe that I'm ugly, let's say. And if I release that thought, our cognitive mind can say, if I release that thought, then maybe I'll start to feel better about myself. Maybe I'll hold my head up higher. Maybe my system will be flooded with a feeling of being accepted and appreciated because I'm not ugly anymore because I have the idea I look okay. So there's one small example of release, and to the idea of release in this format then is about noticing the things that keep us from feeling free and good about ourselves and happy, or just in a state of general equanimity. So finding those things and releasing them so that we are free then to be our own best selves, our own best guides, and our own best guidance systems. And I'm going to talk about guidance systems in another couple weeks. So, release. What is release? Release is shaking something off like a dog might shake off water. Release is that decision that I no longer need to believe in that particular thought that I was following. Release is deciding that I don't need a certain relationship anymore. Release is listening to one's mind, even listening to the thoughts that keep bringing us back to a place where we're not very comfortable and we're not very easy. So how do you release? Do you go running? Do you go jogging? Do you like to swim? Do you like to breathe in the fresh open air? Do you read a good book? Do you go out and play with your kids or your grandkids? Do you scream and yell at yourself in the mirror? What brings through a moment of letting something go and releasing something so that the bare description of you is what's left? And when I say bare, I don't mean something that's exposed in a raw or uncomfortable or negative way. I mean bare as in just being visible, being so there and so at ease that there's nothing covering it up, nothing hiding it. When we are able to release the tendencies to keep ourselves closed and hidden, we're not bare naked. We're not showing ourselves as being open. We're not even able to see a great portion of who and what we are because it's hidden. It's because it's hidden behind a need to release something. So close your eyes for a moment while you listen to my voice and take a really slow and really deep breath in and out. And with the breath, direct yourself to become aware of something that you would like to release. Now, this is not something that you must release or have to release or that someone is telling you you need to be free of or rid of. You're asking your higher self, your naked part, to show you what you can release. So take another deep breath in, fill yourself up. Ask yourself, what could I release today, right now? And exhale through it, believing that it's okay to relax into the understanding that there's something there to release. Know that release is whatever it means just to you. It doesn't have to do with my definition. It doesn't have to do with what you've been told about release. What are you able to find within yourself? What are you telling yourself that you can release? When you notice that, stay with it and take a couple more very slow, easy, delicious breaths and simply surround that idea. This is something that I don't have to have anymore. This is something that I may release. And breathe into it, breathe through it, breathe out through it into the surrounding space that is you, and say, I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to let this go, and I'm ready to work with whatever comes through as I discover it, as I release it, and as I say to myself, wow, this is interesting that I don't have to live with this. Take a few more deep, slow, easy, divine, and delicious breaths. Fill yourself up. Feel that release. Feel the moment when you let it slip away from how strongly it's been holding on to you. Feel the moment when it starts to let go, where the tendrils start to dissipate, and say, this is one of those moments that I have been looking for. This is one of those moments that my guidance system is pointing me toward, because this is one of those places, one of those moments, one of those ideas, one of those sensations that, should I release, will give me some sort of peace, quiet, equanimity, and perhaps even a surge of dynamic power that says, go for it. This is no longer holding you back. Did you feel it?
These levels of release. I mean, it is really stages, isn't it, Antara?
It is stages and stages and stages of it, always moving, always going into further release, further letting go of something. And as you let go, as the stages of release, that have been layered on top of your existence for so long, as they release, something else is exposed, some gem about you. And some of those gems are the things that we've been holding on to. Some of those gems are, oh, you mean that's inside me too? I'm capable of that? That's a part of me. So stages of release, stages of letting go, even stages of being willing to give yourself the gift of release. Who knows what's holding you back? It depends on who you are. It depends on what you think, what you've been told, what you have internalized. And this is just a really simple and really easy, very brief experience of how you can do that. But you can take that to any level that you want to. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it for any length of time that you want to. And I just want to throw one more thing in there about this. Trust what you're feeling and seeing, and trust your own stages of release. Your inner guidance system is bringing the things to you that you can work with best at, sort of at a pace that you can work with best. Trust that even if it feels like nothing's happening, or even if you say, oh, I've done that one before, I know that one really well, then maybe this is just another side of it. Maybe this is another level or stage of that release and understand.
And during releases, there's quite often a lot of chatter that goes on.
A lot.
Yes. And how shall people handle that?
In the same way, be interested in what the chatter is. Be interested in what the chatter is speaking to you about. Be interested in what the distraction of the chatter may be pointing you to. Look in that direction and see what comes up next. Look in that direction and say, oh, is this something that I need to release? You may understand that, yes, this is something I can and may release now. You may get a sense of, oh, I don't want to go there quite yet. And it's all okay. Trust that however you feel about it is appropriate. And pursue it so that you don't sort of become re-engaged with whatever the issue was, the idea was, or the chatter is. Keep the chatter moving. It's okay. The chatter is so informative. We talked about breadcrumbs before, following our own breadcrumbs. The chatter is a form of breadcrumb. Follow it to see where it takes you into your next stage of releasing.
And we only know that it continues on in our life.
Forever. And as we want it to. You don't want to become stagnant, do we?
I know I don't.
That would be so boring.
I'm right with you on that one. That's lovely. Yes. And thank you for the exercise, because I do believe that it's for all of us, it's wonderful to have the guidelines to work with something. It's like an exercise. If you do the exercise every day, it's almost like a prayer. Like some people like to pray, some people like to meditate, and it becomes like a meditation. So the way you gifted us with that, Anatara, I think is very important, because, to have those step-by-step key moments of those first levels of dealing with release.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a very brief moment. It was a very, very brief, little tiny vignette of this is how one can understand what is there to be released. And you can extend that into any length of time that you want. You can repeat that small process. You can spend longer with the breath each time. And know that you can customize it. You are customizing it for yourself and for your own inner guidance and for your own stages of release, which may or may not look at all like someone else's.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And don't try to make it like someone else's, please.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Anatara. This is a really lovely moment again, and flowing into awareness. And of course, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We're always grateful for your continuous support, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. You can connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter @Anatara, and of course through her own website, anatara.ca, anatara.ca. We always look forward to your comments, your suggestions, your questions. You can do so simply by scrolling down on the website and typing it into the comment box. And you need not worry if it's a year from now, 2 years from now, we will make sure to answer you or pass it on to Anatara to answer. Or if you're listening to this as a podcast or on any mobile device, give us a call at 818-LETS-TALK. 818-LETS-TALK. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, namaste.
In which what I'm attempting to describe is not normal. When you feel this complete oneness with everything, there is a fullness and a lightness and a lovingness and a sureness that surpasses what we usually and generally know. And when you start to look at the things that we feel have dimension to them, the table, the computer, the car, the road, touching and feeling the wind,